This is Sunday School, your usual program with Elizabeth. Today we're going to read the book of Numbers, chapter 13. And in this chapter, the title says, Men Explore the Land of Canaan. So I'm going to give a brief background about this chapter. So this is where Moses and all the people of Israel are, in the land of, in the desert in Paran, from where they left after Miriam's incident. So God instructed Moses to ask the people to give each person, each tribe, each clan, one person, one man that can go to the land to survey Canaan land they are going to take. So Moses gave them few instructions they should really go by. The first one, he said they should look the kind of people that are in the land, whether they are strong or weak. If there are too many or few of them. Again, they should look if the land is good or is bad. They should look if the towns are fortified with walls or not. They should look if the soil is fertile or not. And again, they should bring the first fruits in the land, because that was the time of the first fruits of the ripened grapes. So Moses gave these men this report to go and bring, and they lived there for 40 days and came back. So let's read from the Bible. Let it not be it's coming from me. So let's read from the New International Version. Numbers chapter 13 verse 1 says, The Lord said to Moses, Send some men to explore the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the Israelites from each ancestral tribe and one of its leaders. So at the Lord's command, Moses sent them out from the desert of Paran. All of them were leaders of the Israelites. These are their names. So it was a long name. So I can't read that all now. So let's come to verse 16. Verse 16 says, These are the names of the men Moses sent to explore the land. Moses gave Hosea, son of Nun, the name Joshua. In verse 17, now Moses sent them to explore Canaan. He said, Go up through the Negev and onto the hill country. See what the land is like and whether the people who live there are strong or weak, few or many. What kind of land do they live in? Is it good or bad? What kind of towns do they live in? Are they unwalled or fortified? How is the soil? Is it fertile or poor? Are there trees or not? Do your best to bring back some of the fruits of the land, because it was the season of the first ripe grapes. So these people went with these instructions from Moses. So let's continue to read verse 21. So they went up and explored the land from the desert of Zin as far as Rehob toward Lebo Hamath. They went up through the Negev and came to Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak, lived. Hebron had been built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. When they reached the valley of Eshcol, they cut off a branch bearing a single cluster of grapes. 2 of them carried it on a pole between them, along with some pomegranates and figs. That place was called the Valley of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes the Israelites cut off there. At the end of 40 days, they returned from exploring the land. So the people went as Moses instructed them. They explored the land and they brought the grapes. And now we're going to see what is going to be their report. So in verse 26, they came back to Moses and Aaron and the whole Israelite community at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. There they reported to them and to the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. So you see, they went as Moses told them and they brought the fruit of the land. So let's go straight to verse uh, verse 28. They said, but the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites live in the hill country, and the Canaanites live near the sea and along the Jordan. So that's their report. And then they went on. Verse 30, then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, we should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. So you see, Caleb is giving them all assurance after the report that they should go up and take up the land because they can do it. So verse 31, but the men who had gone up with him said, so you know Caleb was one of the men that went to observe the land and bring reports. So when the other people have spoken of all what they saw in the town, in the land, then Caleb told them, we have to do it now because we can do it. Why? Because he trusts they have a God that stands by them and they will surely succeed. But let's listen what the other people are going to say. But the men who had gone up with him said, we can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are. And they spread among the Israelites a bad report. Did you see that? About the land they had explored. They said, the land we explored devours those living in it. Wow. All the people we saw there are of great size. We saw the Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak, come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. So you see, among the people all who went to survey the land, Caleb was the only person that gave them hope. But all the other people, they disqualified them, the Israelites, that they cannot stand those people in that land because they look like giants, they are tall and bigger, and them, the Israelites, will look like grasshoppers before the people. And even themselves, the Israelites, they that went to explore the land, see themselves as grasshoppers before those people because they think the people are giants, they are mighty. So they were scared of them. They forgot they have a God that have done numerous things, mighty things before them. They forgot that. And they were condemning themselves. And these people they saw were God that has gone astray. They turned their back away from God. And that was the reason God told the Israelites, I'm going to drive them out from before you and let you possess that land. So they have forgotten all these promises. And now they are here, breaking themselves down, breaking the hopes and the spirits of all the other people that were, waiting for this good news. Now they have, turned the good news to bad news. So that was the end of chapter 13. And we will see more in the next chapters and in the next video.